Hi, everybody. We're really proud to sponsor uncodebar this time around. I think T-Rowe are quite new to some of this, but we've got a big drive to try and ensure that we bring new talent into the organization. So what I'm going to just talk about, I've got a few slides. I don't want to bore you with slides, but I've got a few slides just to give you a flavor of what Rowe Price is all about. So we're a financial services company. We've got over 7,000 associates around 16 countries. We look after or we manage assets under management around the world of 1.47 trillion rather, and that is continuing to grow as we move forward. We are independent investment management firm, and everything that we do within T-Rowe is backed by technology and is backed by software engineers and is backed by people that love to do software dev. And so we're looking to, continue to kind of change the kind of optics around what we do within Rowe Price so that we can support the business now, but also in the future. And we need to do that with good people and people that love coding, people that come to things like this, right, that want to learn more and move forward with their learning. So that's why we're very, very proud to be part of this today. And hopefully it's something that we can continue a partnership through the country. So I'm just flashing through some slides here to give you a flavor in terms of where we are across the globe from a global officer's perspective. I'm based out of London. I've been at T-Rowe for a couple of years. There's some other T-Rowers on the call today. Laura Nyman was here. Abnor Al-Jidji was here too, and he's in this chat right now. We have predominantly some officers in New York, Tech Dev Center. Hello, Abnor. I can see him waving in the chat. I work predominantly with people in London, but also in New York and also in Owings Mills, so around the Baltimore area. So that's around kind of this area here across the States. Trying to flick on the wrong thing. So, collaboration, innovation, and integrity, right? I mean, things like this, people are coming together to learn, to collaborate, to think about new ways of doing things. And so there is a direct link, I think, in everything that codebar does and where we want to progress our workforce for the future. And ensuring that we get a diverse workforce too, because we've got to think for the future. We've got to ensure that we've got that diversity of thought. And so encouraging other people from different backgrounds, from different areas, from different cultures, from every aspect of diversity. And there's so many different aspects of diversity too, that we want to, encourage people to join T-Rowe and bring that passion that they have, that passion for wanting to learn to our company so that we can continue that kind of learning thing. So I've kind of touched on this one already. We do support the business. That is our goal. Global technology is. I see software engineers as like the lifeblood of the organization. We can make a difference. We can automate things away. We can remove toil so that software engineers can do things more quickly. And if we can do things more quickly, we can support the business more quickly. They get happier in what it is that we do. And then it's a continual loop that's striving and driving forward. And so I think, global technology is supportive of everything that T-Rowe do and every other company does too. I've only got a minute or two left. We've got some machine learning activities. We've got data scientists, we have software engineers, we have SREs, site reliability engineers, we have SDETs, so software dev engineering and test. We're looking to bring new people in, and we're looking to grow the software engineers that we have across the organization, and we've put a commitment in too to drive that forward and move that forward. And so there's a data science process here that I'll just leave up for people to have a look. But we're continuing to evolve our workforce, and we need to ensure that the pipeline of talent that we have is future-proofing us. I can see Russell Howe's waving as well. Russell Howe is another T-Rowe associate. And so we are hiring, right? There is a T-Rowe website you can go on. It tells you a little bit more around what T-Rowe have done. Pretty much everything that I've shown and shared here today. There's also a careers link that you can look on, and it shows you some of the career opportunities that exist across the globe. And not up there right now, but there are some open positions that we're putting in place thank you, Kimberly. There are some open positions that we're putting in place for apprenticeships, for early talent to come in and join our global tech community. And so that's kind of enough of me speaking, I think. And I'll see if there's any questions that anyone has.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions for Jonathan, we can stay around for a few more minutes, and then if you've got any questions, please drop them in the session chat.
What is T-Rowe's current stance on working from home / the office? So we've been working from home for a long time, as you can probably imagine. We are moving to a kind of split week, where some of us you expected a couple of days to be in the office, 3 days in the office, and then 2 days from home. So this is a big change for us. It's very much been 5 days working in the office, but obviously what's happened has changed that position, and we're on a learning curve with it too. So we're moving to a 3 days in, 2 days working flexibly. But we're gonna learn from that and see if that's the right thing is the right thing to do for our workforce. You mentioned that you have an apprentice program. Do you have a program to onboard new tech switch junior dev? I'm not sure what that is, Suana. We do have an apprentice program, and Arbnor Al-Jilji, who's on the call from T-Rowe, I think I name-checked him earlier, is on that apprentice scheme. And we are looking to extend that in the next kind of cohort of people that are coming in. So we will be advertising for more apprenticeships in global tech and in London in the coming months. We're just finalising some things in terms of the amount of apprenticeships that we're going to offer. So there'll be more on that coming soon, and I think you'll get some of it through the T-Rowe LinkedIn network. We'll be putting some information out there around some of this. Well, that's a tough question. What role does artificial intelligence play in your business? So it plays a big part, I would say, but it's something, although not necessarily relatively new, it's something that we are starting to embrace. And starting to try and understand, and to get the best out of what artificial intelligence can do for us, whether it's looking through logs, whether it's looking through transactions, whether it's looking through anything of data that we have. So I think it's something that we're embracing and we're moving forward with. That's a real tough question, and maybe I need someone else from one of the data analytics teams to give an answer to that. But that's a great question. Thank you for that one. I see Kimberly said, yay to hybrid work from home and office. It's a big yay from me too. I
think it's the way to go, particularly if you want to hire diverse talent. And even if you're, someone needs to come and fix your boiler, and you need to stay at home during the day, like it just makes total sense. Oh, what level of experience would you require for junior devs? Should a junior be considering internship or apprenticeship?
So I think from the apprenticeship perspective, I can speak to. So if you go on the Gov UK website, there are lots of apprenticeships there, and it gives lots of details in terms of some of the qualifications, if you will, or experiences that you have for each of the different types. So one that we're looking at is the DevOps level 4, and that has a certain level of qualification that is required. What I would say, though, is that being said, I would still apply because it's if you look in the LinkedIn network, when we do offer out some more apprenticeship schemes, I would say apply, and you'll go through certain channels in order to come to T-Rowe on that. Okay, thank you, Callan. I'm glad that answered your question.
I always find with job ads as well that there's always like a list of requirements, but no one is ever going to fit all of those requirements. And honestly, they're for like the perfect candidate, which never happens. But I read a stat recently that was like women feel like they need to do 100% of these requirements in order to apply, whereas a man will know that he can do 50 and still apply. And I think we often like see them and go, oh, I don't do 2 or 3 of these, like I'm not going to apply. Whereas actually I've also been on the other end when I've put job ads together, and I know that you're not expecting everyone to fit all of them, but it is, you're almost putting together like the ideal candidate. And actually now I try to change the wording on job ads, and particularly when we ask people at codebar, we say, well, what's required and what's would like. And actually what we find is there are only 3 requirements and then maybe 6 or 7 nice to haves, and it changes the feedback and response to the job ad so much by just changing those 2 categories.
That's right. I mean, if you see a whole list of things and you see 2 or 3 of them and go, I'm really passionate about that and I love doing that, okay, I could possibly learn some of that, then apply.
Yeah,
would be my view. So there's been a question come through from Nigel, and Russell's quite right. Arbnor could answer this question. So how have recent new starters found home working? The idea of starting my first job remotely scares me. Can we open the floor for Arbnor to answer that one? If Arbnor's good to do that, of course.
Yeah, please join the recording and take part.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm going to talk slowly because I have a bit of a sore throat. Actually, it's been quite good. Rowe Price actually have been looking after me really well. At the beginning, it's a bit nervous because you're like, oh, it's your first job. You really want to meet a lot of people. But as a surprise, I met quite a lot of people over Zoom as well. And then with Rowe Price, you could like set up days where you both come in. So for example, me and John, we both might say, hey, I'm going in on Thursday, or me and someone from the business analysis floor, we discussed to come in on a Wednesday instead. So it's actually been really good. I was worried at the beginning myself that I won't be able to build my network. But I've pretty much worked with every single department at Rowe Price already, and I'm only supposed to be in the software engineering side, the DevOps team. But I've worked with corporate lawyers already. I've worked with the business development team. I've worked with HR by themselves. I've also done like different committees. So it's actually been going really well. And they are quite supportive, actually, quite a lot in terms of making sure you network with other people as well, even though it's your first remote job.
Thanks, Arbnor. Tuana has put a question up there again. So we have many people retrained to switch to tech careers and want to get starting in their first web dev software engineering role. Big challenge is always find a company that's willing to offer an opportunity to get into the first tech role. What is Rowe Price on this? I think we're quite committed to offering opportunities, and we're looking to extend the apprenticeship scheme. And Arbnor's nodding there, which is awesome. And we are looking to extend the apprentice scheme in London. And so there are opportunities that are going to be there and available through the website. We're just going through some numbers now in terms of how many I can try and encourage to make that pool as big as I possibly can. But there's there are opportunities there, and we see the benefit of it too. And so we're committed to that, I would say.
We'll make sure to add it on the codebar job board when it's open. But it doesn't have to be just London for the codebar job board. It could be anywhere. So we'll make sure to get that listed.
Very cool.
We've had another question come in. You mentioned the importance of diversity in the workforce. What initiatives do you currently have that support this vision?
So diversity covers many, many, many different aspects, and we're fully committed to this too. Things like this through codebar, things like the apprenticeship scheme. We are engaging with other women in tech, ventures and conferences, and we actually have a program of work right now that is looking at the different aspects of this, and ensuring that we are understanding our biases, understanding what it is that the internal biases that people have, and we're very committed to ensure that we've got an open, collaborative, innovative and expansive network of new talent that comes through from every different aspect of the the diversity wheel, if you like. So Manuel's just off. I've just realised that Manuel's also an associate at Rowe Price. I didn't. It was his actual his avatar that I recognised, not his name. There. So yeah, 10 years ago, I was an office junior manager with a very small firm. Rowe gave me the chance to start as a junior data centre apprentice.
Amazing. Well, I think that's all the questions answered. Huge thank you, Jonathan, for coming along and giving your talk today. Huge thank you to all the other people from T. Rowe Price who have come in and joined this session as well. Yeah, huge thank you.
Thank you, Kimberly. Thanks all.
Thank you very much.